Hello friends, good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Dattatray Ghotekar, Department of Chemistry from Nutan Vidya Prasarak Mandal's Arts, Commerce and Science College, Lasalgaon. This lecture is specially prepared for the fulfillment of refresher course on environmental studies and sustainable development. The topic of this seminar is Air Pollution, a Case Study, Bhopal Gas Disaster. This is the actual picture of Bhopal Gas Tragedy which took place in 1984. So this is the locality of this place which is situated in Madhya Pradesh. Before tragedy, this place was greenest place in India. So, chemical hazards. What is meant by chemical hazard? A chemical hazard or chemical accident is the unintentional release of one or more hazardous substance which could harm human health or the environment. Chemical substances are of three types. First category, that is a flammable or explosive, which includes gasoline, kerosene or oils. Second type, that is irritating chemicals to skin, lungs and eye. It includes strong acid, strong alkali, some paints and fumes. Third chemical, which creates a problem to human being, that is a chemicals interfering with oxygen uptake, delivery and use in body. So these chemicals, these compounds are nothing but carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide and cyanides. So this is the actual photograph of Bhopal gas disaster. So this photo shows the various situations at the time of tragedy. So this is the factory. This is the scenario of the factory Union Carbide Corporation, which was American company, and its subunit was installed in 1969 in Madhya Pradesh at Bhopal. The main purpose of installation of this factory was to produce the carbaryl or savin as a one insecticide which was used for agricultural fields. So these are the photographs. When tragedy took place, several number of people died, and this is the actual photograph. This slide shows different disasters or different chemical accident took place in the world. So first accident, that is a phasing explosion, took place in France in 1986. Flixborough, this accident is known as a Flixborough accident, which took place in UK in 1974. Seveso accident, chemical accident in Italy, which occurred in 1976. San Juico LPG gas disaster, which took place in Mexico in 1984. Bhopal gas tragedy. This is the worst tragedy among all countries or in the world, which took place in 1984. The next is Switzer Hill accident, took place in Switzerland in 1986. Bahiameric cyanide spill, which took place in Romania in 2000. Then Grade Paraso fertilizer plant explosion, which took place in France in 2001. Texas City refinery explosion, which took place in Texas in USA in 2005. West Godavari cylinder explosion, which took place in 2014 in Andhra Pradesh. So this is the scenario of chemical accident, hazard disasters of the world in history. Friends, after this, um, what chemical disaster do? What chemical disaster affect on environment? If chemical disaster took place, there is a large damage of living organism. Then it also affects on abiotic environment and loss of property also. All ecosystems are get damaged by such a tragedy, and there is lot of environmental pollution take place takes place. There is also effect on abiotic environment such as soil, water bodies, and in whole atmosphere. So chemical accidents affects environment uh, very largely. So this slide shows the different hazardous chemicals. I think this slide is repeated. There is one more point here. Agrochemicals and insecticides, pesticides, herbicides. These also affect the environment, soil as well as water and air. So what happened at the Bhopal gas disaster? Where did it occur? Just I have mentioned that Bhopal gas tragedy took place in 1984 on 2nd December midnight, and it is present in the Madhya Pradesh. I would I would like to give the background or history of this factory and accident. So you see this when you see that is a Union Carbide India Limited, which was installed in India as a sub-branch of American multinational company, Union Carbide Corporation. Plant needed methyl isocyanate. Therefore, in 1976, MIC production started in 1976, and phosgene gas and amine also used there. The main product of UCIL was carbaryl, or its trade name was Savin, which was very good insecticide. At the time of installation of plant, local people opposed to install it because it was in highly populated area. In 1981, there was a small accidental splash of phosgene and one worker get died. After 1 year, again accident took place twice time in a year, and there was death of 24 and 18 workers respectively. The maintenance of tank used for storing the MIC was not so proper. There were 3 tanks named as E610, E611 and E690. Safety officer recommended that company should fill tanks only half of its capacity, that is only 30 metric tons, but it does not happen. The E610 tank filled near about 48 metric ton gas. There was inert nitrogen in all tanks for cooling and maintaining the pressure as well as monitoring the discharge. The tanks should had a pressure 2 psi only, but on 2nd December 1984 at the midnight, worker found that its pressure is not normal. It is found that one of the wall was faulty, and its pressure goes increased to 50 psi. Suddenly, operation of wall stopped, and there is insertion of water due to exothermic reaction of water and MIC, methyl isocyanate. There was a too much high pressure, and tremendous gas get escape out by cracking one wall and one concrete also, and large amount of MIC escape out and get sprayed around factory and in Bhopal city in a few hours. Some people were sleeping, woke up and ran away. Um, some people inhale this highly toxic gas. Animals and cows, buffaloes and goats and birds also get affected. They inhale the gas, and In the morning, it is found that 2,259 people get hospitalized and 3,787 people get died within a few hours. What is methyl isocyanate? Methyl isocyanate is colorless, sharp-smelling liquid, highly flammable, extremely toxic, and volatile gas. Um, it get reacted with water within a 10 minute. This MIC, methyl isocyanate, this is the methyl isocyanate, which reacts with this one naphthol to produce carbaryl. This is the structure of carbaryl, and this was the main product of this UCIL, Union Carbide India Limited. And this methyl isocyanate was produced from phosgene gas and amines. So what happens after escape of gas? People, those who have inhaled this gas up to 0. 0.4 ppm, there was breathlessness, choking, asthma, throat irritation, eye irritation, skin damage, vomiting, muscular weakness, altered consciousness. And people, those who have inhaled the gas up to 21 ppm, there was a pulmonary edema, emphysema, hemorrhages, bronchial pneumonia, and even some people get died. So this is the person, this is the icon of this tragedy. This is one single person, and he get affected. His eyes have some too much pain, and he get blind and contracts disease also from that. Then vomiting, breathing problem, decreased lung function, abdominal pain also found, and chemical burn to the skin, and even reproductive system of human beings get damaged. So this is the iconic man of this tragedy. So just I have mentioned that there are various effects by inhaling this gas. So main effect of this tragedy was coughing, severe eye irritation, suffocation, burning, respiratory tract, breathlessness, stomach pain, vomiting, etc. Afterward, what happens after the tragedy? The chairman, that is a Warren Anderson, was the chairman of this factory, UCIL. A crime case of manslaughter was filed on him and some workers, some officers. Then CSIR and CBI, in collaboration, both they constitute a committee to investigate the tragedy on 6 December 1984. Afterward, Bhopal Gas Act was also passed by Madhya Pradesh government. In 1989, negotiation took place, and $1,470 million was given to the affected people, families. In 1991, government of India and American government, they formed welfare commission. In 2010, seven officials and seven officials have punished for 2 years jail and 1 lakh penalty each. In 2014, death of Anderson took place, and lastly, litigation was settled by giving again 907 million to the affected families and peoples. So this is the overall effect of this tragedy. Factory official death shows 2,259. Government affidavit death was 3,784. In 2006, government affidavit tells us 5,58,125 was injured, and 3,08,478 was tempering, partial injured, 3,900 severe and permanent disabled. Other estimations also there. 8,000 died with 2 weeks. Another 8,000 and more have since died. So this is the case study of Bhopal gas disaster. Um, I am very thankful. I acknowledge this for this lecture because of some people, dignitaries. I acknowledge Dr. Pramod Devali, Vice Chancellor, Director of Academic Staff College, Aurangabad, Dr. M. Mustajib Khan, Course Coordinator, Dr. N. Bandela, Assistant Director Dr. Muhammad Abdul Rafi, and all official staff of this college, and Principal of our college, Dr. Dinesh Naik, for giving me an opportunity to uh, complete this refresher course in environmental studies and sustainable development. Thank you. Thank you.